Hey, good evening. How y'all doing tonight? Happy Friday. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope all y'all are well and making good decisions and stuff. Welcome Rumpleytick and Paula and Tuz and Ryu, Mr. Fox, Bunny Cat. Bunny Cat, sleep. You don't need sleep. Bah. So just tying up some quick loose ends here, so just give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. I was about to make the right decision of going to bed, but me coming to give Ahty the big hecking hugs was the right decision. Aww. Thank you so much, Tuz. 2 hours, 52 minutes to ball drop. Yeah, with us.
What the Ahty doing?
What the Ahty doing? For us, that's another 6 hours for here. So, surprise, I'm already in. The queue actually wasn't that bad. I popped in the queue like 4:45. And I was number 121. So it was awesome, actually. Just spent over 2 hours standing in the same spot in Final Fantasy XIV, waiting for a fate to spawn that didn't. Probably did spawn right now as I locked out. Oh, yikes. What the Ahty doing? I still have to make that sound for you, Paula. I will make that tomorrow. And I will send it to you. In hopefully enough time that you can pop it in your redeems before your stream tomorrow. Look who it is. I see a cute potato. So where we left off last time, I forget exactly why we're here, but Grahatia and I came up here because he has never been to Azazla before. So that's where we're at. And I think... Let's see... He is right here. Yes, I absolutely do. I was meaning to get to it today, but I unfortunately forgot. I spent all day writing an email, a rather important email. Are you there to download some Allegan porn? Grahath has fetishes. Oh, you know, whatever kind of fetishes he has, that's fine. We're not here to kink shame. So, I don't know if I'm... Am I linked up to this? Yes, I am. Good. I figured I did that, like, when I was here before. Which was not that long ago, actually. Oh, Tuz? What's going on here? And here's the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for references to tempering. Hiya, Gabe. Welcome. Alrighty, we'll do Ryu. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption in overview. That sounds promising. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. Oh wow, Tuz, I did... Dang, I don't know how I missed that. Dang, that's really great, Tuz. Heck. Gonna keep reminding till reminders aren't needed. Yeah, that's hard for me. Confound it, the contents appear to have been deleted. What? No! Isn't there something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid. But it may be that another copy of the report exists somewhere else. The question is, where to look? It says here the report was written by someone named Owen. It is likely that he kept a copy? I would say it is a distinct possibility, assuming he was a researcher here.
What's Ahty doing?
He will have had quarters on the Habisphere. We can ascertain the details at the Habisphere Control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the mana cutters. We will need them to reach our destination. I forgot, you already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship, then. We'll see you at the Habisphere. Oh my god.
What's Ahty doing?
Oh my god, Ayami, holy shit. Pets indeed. Okay. Oh my god.
What's Ahty doing?
Holy crap. Oh, okay. These are just shopkeepers. Oh, egg. 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 You know, I got enough points for the thing. For, if you're talking about Pony Hour, Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the doodle thing will be back. The doodle thing will be back. It's just, it got a bit hard to manage. Hiya, Lucos. Ryu, please no. Not tonight, oh my god. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so the extras. Are there any extras over here? I don't think so. Well, there might be this one. Another egg. Nope, that one's just freaking out. Okay. Speak with Grahatia again. Well, I do have a means to get there. I could just fly on my chocobo, really. Ah, yes, thank you, Ayami. That is an excellent idea. Yeah, I was writing a rather important email that I can't get into too many details about, but it is stream related. I spent all day writing it, and I'm still not done. Oop, that's a bean. Bean! Almost there. Almost there. Boop. There we are. Bzzz. Welcome to Habisphere Control. How may I assist you? Straight away to the bean. Bean! Oof. Oof. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this node will be able to tell us its number. Happy New Year's Eve, Lucas. Thank you. There, from what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning, an evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the Habisphere is not permitted at this time. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the fourth Umbral Calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future. Bzzz. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example? Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall they are known to form at points of stagnant ether throughout the continent. You seem to recall? Are you honestly telling me that this is in the records too? Ha, I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning-aspected ether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much Allagan knowledge. Besides, my study helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, 'tis more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, the lightning shard. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Oh, but beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the ether is stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with the shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. Anyways, I'm really tired and should be going to bed. I have to be out tomorrow, and the later I sleep, the later I'm going to be awake. Okay, take care, Tuz. Sleep well. Now I'm looking around for extras. I don't see any. Okay, so... Okay, I see where the orange circle is, which is almost directly north and down. Let's go over the mountain here. Ah, I see. There we go. There we go. Oh! That was unexpected. Beware the sprites, he says. I didn't see any sprites until just now. There we go. I've got one shard. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. I appeared to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The lightning shard is yours. What? No dramatic entrance? You've changed. You remember that? In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It isn't every day that you meet an honest-to-God's hero, after all. Well, the contest continues, so you'd better hurry back. Oh, but one last thing. Thank you, Ahty, for bringing me here. Random question, but do you mind sharing some New Year's resolutions on stream? I really only have one. So, I'm really not one for New Year's resolutions. Because it's just, I feel like whatever they are just like, you know, just unattainable things that, like, you know, when you don't do it, it just makes you feel bad. But I guess I just resolved that I'm not going to let this new year get to me. I'm going to do the absolute best I could possibly can. So when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to punch 2022 square in the face. Because the best defense is a good offense. It appears Alize had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations now. Now then. May I have the shard? Shit. God damn it. Where are the extras? There weren't any here before. Oh yes, there was. There was Alize. You have a shard? Then you win. I searched high and low, but couldn't find so much as a trace of stagnant ether.
What Ahty doing?
Nuts.
Nuts. Extras! As I hear Ryu's voice echo in my mind. Screaming. So does, and speaking of New Year's resolutions, I mean, just because I'm not much of a resolution person, does anybody else actually have ones they would like to share? Well, feel free. Pets. It appears Alize had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Now then, may I have the shard? What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? I have a map. That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from Ahty, and not only about the secrets of adventuring, but come, we should attend to our mission. As a player character, you could see sparkles. Yep, this is true. But how do you think that they would react to me just being like, "Oh yeah, I'm a player character"? What kind of ramifications do you think that would have? By the way, y'all are in a video game. Excellent. The system responded exactly as intended. We now have access to Hemisphere. Only one obstacle remains, the security systems within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. Ain't holding my breath on New Year's resolutions. They never work when the Russian roulette of financial hell is against you. That's true. Focus more on things I enjoy. That is also... yeah, you definitely should. In light of which, pray leave the rest to me. If I am right, my royal blood should allow me to venture in unmolested. Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes. But if it doesn't, you'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out at the first sign of trouble. I promise. Wish me luck. Well, nothing for it but to sit tight. I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned, but iconic corruption and overview sounds like a studium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of ether. I'm nothing if not more I'm nothing if not practical. Alphanos was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare I say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. Oh, you didn't miss much, Lukos. Graha is off to this, I don't know, this Habisphere place. He thinks his royal blood, he can just walk around in there and no one will notice. The security system won't activate or anything like that, so we're hanging out here and chatting. He asserted that Charlian's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphino was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean, the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. I should have liked to meet the young Alphino. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the Allegan civilization as depicted in folklore. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended the studium? I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the Students of Baldessian convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon's thesis. I shudder to imagine the work involved. But enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? I was just gonna say improving art, making a Sona, and getting a computer along with the drawing tablet. Now, there you go. Basic stuff. But the thing is, like, a lot of that is... There are many different routes you can take to do all of that. And you're just going to have to figure out which one works the best for you to accomplish your goals. So I guess in the end, it's not so basic, but I think those are all attainable. And as long as you're setting goals for yourself that are attainable, getting there is just going to be, you know, a matter of time. I think in the long run, if people, you know, set attainable goals for themselves, then people would just be happier. You know, I'm terrible with that sort of thing, though. I should really practice what I'm talking about, really, but, like, there's no problem with having a long-term goal, but you also have to have several attainable ones along the way, just to kind of make it feel like you're progressing. Because if that goal is too far away, then it just feels like you're just running in place, you know, and it gets frustrating. Pets. At least that's what it feels like to me, anyway. Yes, Owen's archive node. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of his report still survives, it would be stored in this device. Shall we find out? I guess the hardest one for me is learning a new language, like German, since I lose motivation within 2 weeks. Yeah. Learning a different language is a really challenging undertaking. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is, though, I don't think you're lazy. I think it's just that it's a daunting task, and it requires a lot of repetition, and that's part of the challenge. Blip. Initializing. Scanning for registered user. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authentication. Blip. Verifying. Ooh, one thing I forgot. Sky drew me in a cowboy hat. That's cute. That is heckin' cute. Bloop. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your most humble service, Your Highness. It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Doga and Yunai said as much when they granted me this gift. But until such time as it fades, I shall use it gracefully. Search archive for iconic corruption. Blip. Searching. Bloop. One item found. Iconic corruption in overview. Yee Ahty! The report is locked by the author. Please state password. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Tell the nice node the password. Right. Let's see. Glory be to Elag. Uh-oh. Long live Emperor Zand. Blip bloop. Password incorrect. Please try again. Confound it. Come now. Passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance... Password. What? The notion that the password could be something so inane would be laughable were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What? Did that thing just call me? Wild Rose. Password incorrect. Again. Be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. Alright, that's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now. Let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it is them. Open sesame. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. Fine, I'll let Sid try his hand first, but if that doesn't work, we're doing it my way. Oh, here's somebody to talk to right here. They won't talk to me, though. Here we go. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambros did send word to the ironworks, but it appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However much I might look forward to seeing him again, him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. Hee hee hee, look at him. All but running, how sweet. Still, it wouldn't do to keep him waiting, shall we? Alright, so we must needs return to the Rising Stones. Just one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, must needs Rising Stones. Yes, here we go. I'm not talking to all these extras. I am talking to these extras, though. I take it you have news to share? So do I. I'm pleased to see your mission was a success, and in no small part due to the bonanza. Kryle's back too. I wonder what was decided at the council. Wonderful news, Ahty. Tataru contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here even as we speak. While we wait, I should very much like to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Kryle? As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Succession rages on, and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Our greatest concern to us is the third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from the House Brutus. Brutus. Aren't they the ones who took in Yotsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. Xenos' movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Neuron J will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. I'm gonna talk to every extra in the game. How's that? As a reminder of sorts, when we say extras, we mean around the quest NPC. Okay. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the Primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the Beast Tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of a decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Laminsons, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alphino and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we are dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why we must succeed. And on that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's Respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives. Okay. Dawn's Respite. I can see the sparkles. Sid. Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been had you not fulfilled your promise. Ha! I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternate version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something? What is it? Well, a treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this Allagan's report. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us, we could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, Anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambrose. It contains an Allegan dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Sid has a password cracker. He's an engineer and a hacker. Or he could just be a script kiddie. Looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Ha, short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, my lady. And this is a literal example of one. Node, open the report entitled Iconic Corruption and Overview. Password, freedom. Password accepted. Bloop. Opening report. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the ether of the soul. Said ether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the ether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. By way of an example, exposure to the ether of the fiend Sephiroth would cause a subject's ether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject... Oh my god! Turbid! Holy crap! Turbid, thank you so much for the raid! Holy crap, 22 beans! Welcome, raiders! Thank you so much for the follow, Typical Typhoon. Thank you so much. Happy New Year indeed. Let me get a shout out going here. Turbid, holy crap. Thank you so much. And welcome, raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. Just kind of getting started out with this sort of thing. I've only been streaming for about 6 months. But I'm super into like storytelling games like Final Fantasy here, as well as some others that I have on deck once we finish up. But pretty much any type of game that tells like a deep, rich story that we can kind of tiptoe through on stream, I'm totally into. I love it. So if it sounds like something that you'd really be into, feel free to drop a follow, and you're always welcome. So right now, we're actually at sort of, kind of, maybe the end of Shadowbringers in Final Fantasy XIV. a few streams ago, we took down Elidibus, and now we're going through the patch content. So, holy heck, Turbid, how was Jackbox tonight? Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Quaketastic. Thank you, thank you. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to the elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged, or stagnant during the process. Jackbox was meow meow. Gotta support the West Coast beans. Hey! Yes! Oh, it's been a while since I've done Jackbox. Holy heck. You know what? I have heard of Monster Prom. That it's cool, but also kind of strange. I asked out a werewolf and got rejected. Well, you know. I think you should try again. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Amon. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I record it in the hope that one day someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption and recording. Interesting. Turbid, you must pursue werewolf boyfriend. Oh, I will. So not even the Alligans were able to find a cure, or rather, were not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision. I'ma be relentless. Yeah, just buy flowers, buy chocolates. You know. Do the thing. Take them to a movie. Maybe not chocolates. No, probably not. More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True. Yet were we simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do not to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the Primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining in its thrall. If we could only make them remember who they were. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting the technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation. That is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. The theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories for reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting. They did. You are right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism. And I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure. Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as these were built with the ability to simulate magics. Which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up for the task. Tell me, Sid, why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Wait. A password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective, I believe their motto was freedom through technology, or some such. You two, round up as many Magitech terminals as you can find and bring them to my workshop. Right away, Chief. Things are about to get very busy. Lucky we have you to help, eh? Alright. Right. While Grahatia and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better. Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree. In that case, I'll trust Ahty and Alize with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. Take them to Skysteel Manufactory in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what you need. Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe? If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. Okay. So speak with everyone here? If Alizé's bound for the cerulean processing plant, you'll want to take yourself to the Sky Steel Manufactory. Off you go now. We shall see to it the terminals are ready by the time you return. Ah, okay. I see. It's been a while since we've been to Ishgard. A long while. Aw, thank you so much for the lurk, Glucose. Thank you. Oh, it has been a long time. Holy crap. Welcome to the Skysteel Manufactory, where miracles are born from ether, metal, and imagination. My name's Peldorain. As the manufacturing employee, I help build the parts what are needed for everything from dragon-slaying weapons to airships. Before I started working here, I was begging for scraps, but this place gave me a trade and a steady wage. I've learned all about making and fixing all sorts of machinery, and lately we've been getting machinist lessons. I'd likely be freezing in an alley somewhere if it weren't for Lord Stephanevian inviting me in from the cold. Interesting. You stand in the Skysteel Manufactory. What is it you require? Here's my promissory note. So you're after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you. That's where I need to be. I should probably stop doing that, but, you know, I've got the hit points for it. Yeah, your knees are made of potato chips. Ruffles. Ceruleum? You've come to the right man. Fair warning, though. The prices shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire. So I hope you've got the coin. Nope, I've got a little piece of paper saying that I don't need coin. Well now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me. Oh, who's this? Oh.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places. As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the Primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course. Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find. I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day? A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
Well, heck, that's awesome. And I forgot how big the Vanu were. Holy crap. I mean, when you offer potential cure for tempering, I'm sure everyone wants to help. Yeah. I'm kind of suspecting our airship is going to get shot down. Nope, I guess not. Oh wow, what's this? They set up a server farm to mine Alec coin. Is this where the NFTs come out? What, we got all this equipment just to manufacture apes all day?
Who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much? Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more, now that I look at it. Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
Well, yeah, I could see
We have
sparkles
also
on the ground.
succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
It's been a while, hero.
Great.
You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Ask Jessie. She was the one who hired you. All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time. Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Oops. Wow.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Someone's salty.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
Let's make some NFTs.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
Yeah, 56k modem, you know.
Damn it. It's overloading.
Chief! She won't last much longer!
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close. So very close.
Hope they have the right cartridge for that TI-99. Yep. Should have bought more sips.
Oh.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There. I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
I love Neera's sass so damn much. Ugh.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering what Nero's long-term goal is. Like, what that whole thing is going to turn out to be. As of Endwalker, still no answer. Interesting. I'm still rather curious on what Square Enix's plans are for after Endwalker. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate. We cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof, but I am quietly confident. Well, if we're to test it on someone, I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. As long as you exercise due caution. Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it will be fine. Without further ado, then, let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. I doubt I could contribute much towards what comes next, so I shall cheer you on from afar. Best of luck with the treatment. We'll all be praying for your success. Interesting. I think I have to go up one floor and then do the twisty. Ooh, this is pretty. And there's Alize. Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our hosts bring Gabu to us at once. Ah, there he is.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good?
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Gabu!
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to Primal matters.
Oh, I recognize those Wigglies. I think Hama got those from Hazarino. Those are cute. I still need to get one of those.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you.
Oh yeah, everybody's got those, jeez. Cute.
Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment? Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Yes, Ahty Wiggle. That might happen at some point.
By doing
Maybe
so,
soon.
we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I for one would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission then, let us begin.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn. Tis done.
No small amount indeed.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allegans did not. It was never like to be easy.
Indeed.
The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Well, hopefully that works.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Oh, Limsa is so pretty. Alize will succeed. I am certain of it. We need but have faith. Well, this seems as good a spot as any to have a rest.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation. However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Don't tell me, tell her.
I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Hiya, Mr. Fox. Bonk.
No.
Uh-oh.
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Oh, no way.
Gaboo!
Holy crap. Oh, that's awesome.
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gaboo.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porxies, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
I would literally die for Gabu.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Now, Y'shtola's sass, I love. Dungeon upcoming. Oh, are you gonna pop on, Turbid? Are we gonna do this? I don't know why he sounds like a Dickensian orphan, though. What? Now, yes, now Trinity can help. Thank you so much for doing that, Trinity. It really means a lot.
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
Oh, sounds like a character from Oliver Twist. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
I have a PvP macro that says, Red told me that Y'shtola likes them more than you. Let's go destroy them. And every time it gets people riled up and ready to fight. That's awesome. You may recall that in order to procure the ingredients for Angelo, we had no choice but to surrender ourselves to the whims of the pixies. But I should have done so with far better grace than had I known that we would go on to achieve. Oh God, why was that so awkward? We did it. We brought Gabu back. And if I have any say in the matter, he'll be the first of many. Alize will be exhausted from her efforts, but you wouldn't think so to look at her now. If she is ready to press on, then so am I. My others are, Blue told me your glamour game is weak, and Yellow said your chocobo looked, and I quote, funny. Oh, awesome. The trace of a wry smile is visible on Y'shtola's lips. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. Speaking of it being a while, I haven't been back there in a while, too. Oh yeah, Idleshire. Holy crap. I just happened to look over at a space whale. That's nice. That's awesome. Alright, I think it's out this way. And then I take a right. Oh, okay. That works too. Let's party up. Hey! Okay, I'm confused. Yeah, I don't see a place for me to sit. Oh, okay. That would probably make sense, huh? Oh, ride pillion. Do-do-do. Oh, wow. There's lots of places to sit in this thing. Space whale. So I'm still in Sky's chat because I'm modding for her, and I just happened to see there was a poll about how, like, would you like to see a crab in the shape of a pancake? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It must be interesting. Now we get to bypass all the frogs. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Trinity. Oh, I love the music in here. Where's Matoya, though? Oh, okay. Was she outside? I didn't see her outside. Ah, there she is. Okay. Master Matoya is something of a legend among Archons. I very much look forward to meeting her. If not the dressing down I am liable to receive for my inept attempts at summoning you. Yeah, she may give you hell for that. It has been some time since Master Matoya last saw Y'shtola. What a lot they will have to talk about. Do you remember when last we came here, it was to find out why the others had collapsed? If someone had told me then that they'd be whisked away to another world, I would probably have laughed in their face. You live and learn, eh? I take it you are ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil? Very well. Ah, yes, here we go.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
Legendary sass.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the first, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Oops.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I'm proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits.
Now we know where Stola gets it from. Alfie shoots his mouth off, gets others in trouble, news at 11, yeah.
Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day. So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create Porxies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reach double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother Porxie, as it were.
I can see where this is going already.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Here's the thing, before I resubbed to Final Fantasy, I was following quite a few people who played Final Fantasy a lot. One of them being Zumi. Zumi's a super good bean, and Zumi was going through the MSQ and doing dungeons at the same time. And I remember there being something that had to do with Porxies. I'm kind of wondering if that's where we're headed. Alright, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. Okay. I'm just gonna skip this and then decline. Oh, fuck. God damn it. What are you still doing here? Off to the Maker's Quarter with you. I'll join you when I'm ready. Go on now, shoo! This is why I hate the delay. Fuck. Alright. I will remember that. Okay, I need to get out of here. I'll come one sec. It just sucks because, like, you know, when you said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just back out of it. But no such luck. It doesn't work like that. Where am I at? Okay. Only when there's a green turn-in marker can I decline. Yeah. Okay. Damn it. It is what it is. This game is sickeningly pretty, jeez. I'm also kind of wondering what's going on down here. There was a mini cinematic I saw a while back that involved this coming out of the lake. But I haven't seen anything pop up that had to do anything about it. That's the raid. Some of the content I'd suggest doing before Endwalker. Okay. I think that's Alexander. Yeah, okay. Okay, so NPCs first. Judging by the unruly state of the flora without, I think it's safe to assume there will be no shortage of unruly fauna within. Add to that the undisturbed secrets of the workshop, and we have the makings of an adventure. The workshop was an unforgiving place even before the Exodus, and I doubt the years of neglect have improved it. Well, hey, the good news is BB hasn't either, so that's at least 3 of us that could make a group to do it, Ryu. Yep. And that's actually a good point, too. I was actually, you know, since everyone in the stream right here is pretty much on the Trashfire Discord, we could put together just like kind of like a little raid team of sorts, I guess. Depends how y'all feel about it. I was toying with the idea of creating a section on the Discord, and we could plan it up. The grass could certainly do with a trim. As I may have mentioned, Alize and I were still very young when we departed with the Exodus. I envy Y'shtola for remembering this city as it once was. Would be happy to help. All raids are at least 8 players. Interesting. Okay. I'll create a section then, and then we could plan stuff. We'd totally down with that. Let's see. I think Turbid was on his way. Oh, and Turbid's on. Excellent. Oh, there we are. Perfect. Hey, there we are. Nice. Alrighty, we ready? I'm gonna trigger it. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's relic. Purogo is my name, and I am honored to be your guide. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place is not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word, and I will show you in. Excellent. Here we go. We're queued up. Talk to them for small talk, alright. So, Ahty, shall I lead the van? Or would you rather I followed up the rear? Whatever you prefer, I am happy to adapt. So come, let us go and make our mother Porxie. I was still a child when last I came here, but now I am rather more capable. Not that Master Matoya seems to have noticed. Mayhap she will when I have cleaned up the mess she left. Wait, what? I have to see this. I guess I'll see it at some point. I'm no stranger to Porxie making, as you know, and that must count for something. Though it has been a while since last I joined the fray, I have followed Alize's example and practiced whenever possible. My healing magics are ready as always. All kinds of good froggos.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Okay, there's 3 of us. Music is certainly interesting. Oh, I didn't even realize there was another one there. Whoops. Oop. All right. Ooh, Spriggans. Oh, nice. Okay. Turb's got a person. Son of Ziggy, what? I'm actually rather happy that the Q thing is actually not as big of a deal now. But I'm kind of wondering if it's just if it's going to be a big deal later, like once the holidays are over. Uh-oh, boss time. Mudman, that's interesting. Thank you, Ayami. Hydrate time. There we go. Big pull time. Jeez, too efficient. There seems to be a trio of wild danimals infesting this basement. Do you know this person, Turbid? They raid a lot? Okay. Okay, now that's cute. I told them to heal for us. You will heal for us. I think that's the second time they've saved my ass tonight. Shit. Shit. That hurts. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I just keep looking at my hotbars and I'm like, okay. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on in the lower left-hand corner. Here we go. Ooh, that was cool. got a nice ring out of it. Neat. It's a pretty interesting place, if I'm being honest. Time to bake yourselves a Porxie. Interesting.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Okay. Yep, this is what I remember. Shit. Shit. Ah, shit. Got the hang of it now, I guess. Sweet! Thank you. Thank you so much. Trying my best to keep an eye on everything. It's just, it gets hard sometimes.
There we are. Quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Oh, thank you so much for your help, Turbid. You're amazing. Thank you. And thank you for the raid earlier, too. Happy New Year to you as well.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some Porxies. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
And there she goes.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother Porxie with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone. We're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the Porxies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Hey, Kitsuko, welcome.
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much for helping out with that. Heck. Excellent. Forgive me if this is a silly question, but of all creatures real and imagined, why choose a flying pig? Not that I dislike pigs, mind you. Given it was her first time making a Porxie, Master Matoya did a fine job, though she did have Angelo for inspiration. I was about to go over there and talk with that tarantula hawk. Hey, Outlantra, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Y'shtola. They're as peas in a pod, are they not? You may now enter Matoya's Relict with your party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. I got a new ring out of the deal, I think. Yeah, I remember. Let's see, though. Yeah, that's what I was wearing before. Got it. Or wait a minute. Nope, I think that thing that I had before, I think that was a downgrade, actually. That's weird. Bizarre. Oh, yeah. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. No, not that odd. You had some of the second best gear available in Shadowbringers outside of, like, hardcore raids and stuff. Oh, I see. Okay. yes, here we go. Why, Ahty, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She is presently receiving guests, but for the Scions. I know she will make an exception. Follow me. My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks. Truly. Doot. Truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastmen. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. What does she look like? She's from Treasure Planet. She does, kind of, actually. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Liminsons have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for their control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity, driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting? Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hillfire, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs? Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. Leave it to us. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sicard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn, then. Good luck. I know not of the city save what I've read or heard in passing, so in this matter I will follow your lead. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know the Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, Ahty, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Okay, so I think probably right now might be a good time to wrap it up, because I still have to eat dinner. And I still have responsibilities back in Sky's stream, since she made me a mod for the subathon. So, let's see... she's doing just chatting right now, kind of reminiscing over this past year. So I think actually it actually might be kind of cool to raid Sky tonight. She's having a big subathon, and I'm sure she would love the company. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so please stick around for the raid. Sky is actually one of my favorite people, to be honest. She's super good bean, and actually she's done a lot of art for the stream, and has done a lot to help support us and kind of get where we're at today. She even did my avatar. She did my VTuber avatar, which is amazing. But yeah, please stick around. Like, drop her a follow if you can. If you're not following already, she's really great. So, and you won't be disappointed. At any rate, I think that's going to be it for me. Next time I'm going to be on is tomorrow, New Year's Day, 6 p.m. PST, and we'll pick it up where we left off here. So, to everybody in the stream right now, have a happy New Year. You know, I had thought I was going to go until midnight, but yeah, I can't do that. I need my sleeps. But take care, folks. Thank you all so much for coming by tonight, and hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow. Alrighty, take care, folks. Have a great night.